Okay then, I'll see you later.
Be careful, Caroline, it's a nightmare walk.
Don't be daft, I'll be fine.
As Caroline Glachan walked away on that summer night in August, little did Joanne Menzies know that it would be the last time she would see her best friend alive. Caroline Glachan's body was dragged from the River Leven the day after she said goodbye to her friend. She'd been violently battered and dumped in the water to die. She was attacked on this towpath, which is pretty by day, but at night it can be a frightening place. The loss of 14-year-old Caroline was all the more painful because her arrival into the world had been far from easy.
Well, I'd lost 5 before I had Caroline, so Caroline was my 6th attempt. My father called her sugar baby because she was only 2 pounds when she was born. The night before, I had a section, and the night before, I prayed like I never prayed in my life. And I just said, well, God, if you give me one, I'll be happy. If you tell me I can't have any more, then that'll be fine by me, but just give me the one. And I got my one. To me, she was like a gift for God.
Caroline was born in Northern Ireland in 1982 after Margaret's husband William had been posted there with the military. The family eventually moved back to Scotland. When Caroline was 7, her parents separated. She stayed with her mother in Dunbartonshire, while William moved to the outskirts of Edinburgh.
Every third weekend or something I used to go down and visit Caroline. But I realised that every 2 or 3 weeks just to know I was going to get her for the day or a couple of days. And it was great when I seen her. She was a lovely wee girl. Just couldn't wait to see her when I went up to get her from her mother. Just to wait for me coming at the window.
Despite Caroline's difficult entry into the world and her tiny frame, she grew up to be a feisty teenager. She enjoyed spending time with her family and socialising with friends at the youth club or on the streets of Bonhill near Loch Lomond.
The areas of Renton, Bonhill and also Alexandria are very pleasantly situated near Loch Lomond, but they're also areas that have seen better times. Once affluent areas with thriving local industries. There's been a lot of unemployment, industries and businesses closing down, and all 3 communities have suffered the ravages of unemployment and recession. There's large-scale unemployment at the moment, and with it it's brought a lot of social problems.
Caroline attended Our Lady in St Patrick's High School and was a popular pupil.
I'll always remember laughing and joking, just being a joker, always smiling, just actually always being the confident one, always at the front, centre of attention as usual. She always had to be the centre of attention.
She was quirky, unpredictable. Just when you thought you knew her, you didn't. But she always had this amazing grin. She always smiled. She wasn't perfect, she was a teenager. She did things that she shouldn't have done. She went to places she shouldn't have went to, but teenager does what they're told 100%.
We used to get up to a lot of things, mostly just makeup, perfume, really just chasing boys, a lot of things that our mothers don't know about, that really shouldn't know about, just really meeting friends and just really enjoying each other's company.
Caroline was a typical teenager and didn't always come home in time after seeing her friends.
She'd always come in with some excuse that she would think I would believe, and then I would listen to her, and then I'd say, right now, I've listened to you, now I want the truth. And she would tell you, she was quite an honest, candid person, was never a good liar. You just have to look at her to say, right now, I want to know the truth. And she would be there. She wasn't very, she didn't have the art of lying, you know, she wasn't artful in that respect. But she always, I knew everything that was going on.
Several months before her death, Caroline had started seeing an 18-year-old boy who lived in nearby Renton. on the other side of the River Leven. It was a relationship her mother disapproved of.
He was older than she was, way too old. And I would think to myself, what does a boy at that age want me, a 14-year-old girl? Plus, he was into drugs and things that I wouldn't want, or any mother wouldn't want their daughter involved with.
The teenager's friends also frowned on the relationship because the youth already had a girlfriend, but Caroline was headstrong and continued to see him. On the night of Saturday, August the 24th, 1996, Caroline's mother went out to celebrate her upcoming birthday. She headed out unaware that her daughter was also planning a night out.
We were going out later on that night, and she asked if Joanne could stay. I says, of course. So she was going out the door and asked her where she was going. She says, I'm going to get Joanne. I says, right, well, fine, but mind your time. Yes, Mum, yes. You know, in that sort of dismissive kind of way teenagers have, so. And that was the last I saw her.
We normally arranged to meet at 7 o'clock that night. So Saturday spent trying to get money off our parents and then getting ready to meet each other at 7 o'clock. And as usual, I was ready and went to get Caroline. We met each other at the lady in shops, went to her house, just basically a normal night, just going out. We met our other friend Donna.
At around midnight, Caroline said she was off to see her boyfriend in Renton. She asked Joanne to go with her, but she refused.
I never actually wanted her to go. I wasn't comfy going down there.